EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Commanders. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go. Go, Jack. Go, Jack.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Offensively, a ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Gun.
On third down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Cousins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on third down, very proficient, and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
Samuel. 99 yards. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second,
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, receiver.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over first and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
19. Let's go.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Now Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Good route here.
Cousins now from the 50. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. Cousins now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a solid run down inside the 30. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing here, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Howell.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, shot!
Powell. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Vikings 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Cousins.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on third down.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll go play action. Powell. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Powell throwing on third down here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense. And
he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he's caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is searching for the first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Howell going to go for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a Washington on 4th down.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
And Howell will throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
3rd and long, here's Howell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Sly able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel, 75 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now it's Jackson rolling to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Ravens 35, Commanders 11.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Howell.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what is the...
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond in the running back. Used to have a silver tooth, but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got that shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond in the rough. Hey, first order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a bigger. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she running down. She pay her bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all up in. I drop it, the whole world sings. Rock when I do like this, it's the big black dog.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough. Hey.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the club. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Come on, lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got his swerve and is missing every raindrop? Hit him with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these I got diamonds in my socks. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, twerk it if you know that off. Deep dive and that get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.